Welcome back to my channel. Let's dive into English Language Arts Reading and Writing Curriculum. Welcome back to my channel. What we're going to do today is we're going to look at my son, who's currently in the 4th grade. He's going to the 5th grade next year in a few months. Yay! We're looking at his language arts and writing shelf. And for language arts, on writing, penmanship and cursive, logic and critical thinking, grammar, spelling, vocabulary, and dictation and narration, and everything else in between. So let's go ahead and let's look at some of the resources that we use in our homeschooling. Again, my son is enrolled in the public school system full time, so when we use these resources, we're not doing it every single day for 2-3 hours. These are more of supplements to enhance what he's already learning in school and to get him to the next grade level, to make sure things are mastered, and to also reinforce and to make sure he's not missing anything. And he's doing things with a bit more challenge. So let's dive into it. We're using A Reason for Handwriting. This is the transition workbook going from manuscript to cursive. This is also the curriculum we're using for cursive. We also do typing. And here's some other. I love the way this program writes its cursive. I absolutely love the way they write their cursive. So this book is just teaching the child how to write the letters. So this is more of a practice book, I would say. So we have book A and book B. So this is the cursive. And this is just the IEW student writing resource book. And also for writing, I utilize this curriculum. So for writing, we basically use IEW and we use A Well-Trained Mind. For logic, this is what we're doing for logic and critical thinking. So this is like deductive reasoning. We use that for critical thinking. And we also use these workbooks here for deductive reasoning. So that's what we use for critical thinking. This book here is a prep book for SAT, but it's a great way to have your child think outside the box and help them improve on their vocabulary, reading skills. It's just really good. This is just the video for IEW. Also, this is the Writing with Ease. Again, the Well-Trained Mind curriculum. I'm really not into the Well-Trained Mind Writing with Ease curriculum. I love their first language lessons. I use that for our grammar. It's awesome. I'll show you that. But for Writing with Ease, this one here, I sold the level 4. I'm in the middle of selling level 3, but this is what I use here. I just like to use the foundational book, which helps you understand why they chose this curriculum, the importance of writing, and this basically gives me everything I need to create my own program with IEW. So I'll just get some tips and tricks from this book here. For grammar, I use this here. And this is just a big book full of grammar lessons. So this is a great way to just reinforce the grammar. Also, I use this old Barron's SAT1 prep book, and I use this to get reading strategies. This has awesome reading strategies. So we actually went through those reading strategies. We wrote them up, we typed them, and I simplified them into words that, of course, my child can easily understand. And we use those strategies for all of our reading comprehension work. And we actually do some of the reading work in here. So what I'll do is I'll turn to a page. We'll turn here, and then we'll use this book to just read. So this is expanding his vocabulary, and it also expands the type of words that he becomes familiar with. This book also has reading comprehension. And we have gone through some of the reading comprehension in here. And he actually gets the answers using the strategies. And for the ones that are, of course, very difficult, where he cannot find the answers, we work at it together. So again, this is just a great way to expand the child's thinking. I also use this book here for spelling words, vocabulary words, reading strategies, writing prompts, fluency strategies. This is actually an excellent book. As you can see, we're going to use this book all the way through. There's no need for me to get newer editions because you can find spelling words, vocabulary words. You can find all that stuff online. I just like this book because it provides a lot of resources in one single area. As you can see, it even talks about math. They have some poems in here, comprehension. So this is really just a big book of study skills, teaching ideas, fluency ideas, comprehension ideas. This is a great teacher resource here. On to reading comprehension. I have this big book of grammar and punctuation, which not only helps my son, but it helps me and my husband when we also have to write as well. There's another book we use for reading comprehension. And the reason why I have so many reading comprehension, or I have multiple resources for the same subject or concept, that's because I like my son to kind of learn how to do something in various ways, especially in math. And you'll notice that once we get to the math shelf. I love Shirley English. I don't know. I love her strategy. I love her methods. I think this is an excellent curriculum for language arts. So, let's see. This here is what they use in the Texas schools. As I talked to you in a different video, I do get his language arts and math books from like Amazon or eBay or half price books, because I like him to have those resources at home as well. We love Fixit Grammar. We're on book 1, and we're going to go to book 2 for the 5th grade. Excellent resource. Just another way of seeing grammar and fixing sentences. This is the teacher textbook that you're looking at now. Just excellent resource. So this, Fixit Grammar, and this are my go-to resources for workbooks in terms of making sure that we hit the grammar. Also, like I told you, I love these. These are great interactive ways of teaching your children language arts. I have looked through so many language arts books, and I think these are awesome. And as you know, since my child already goes to school full time, this is just a more hands-on approach to making sure they understand the grammar, the concepts, and other language arts concepts. So we did 3 in the 3rd grade, and we did 3 in the 4th grade. So we used this 3rd grade level 3 for 3rd grade. We did not finish, and we finished it up in the 4th grade. So now in the 4th, for level 4, we're going to use this for 5th grade. Level 4 is for 4th grade and 5th grade. And for the 5th grade, it's going to be more of a review, because if you were using level 3, then you will have all of the concepts. This is more of a review course, and this is more of going a little bit more in depth, having a little bit more practice. So I would use this for 3rd grade, and I would use this for 4th grade. But again, because my son is already in public school, our homeschooling is just a supplement. So there's no need for me to finish this in 1 year and go to this the next year and match the levels. I don't need to do that because he's learning in school. So again, in the 5th grade, which he's going to, we're going to start this in the summer, and he'll finish this in the 5th grade. And then after that, we are going to move to a higher level of language arts. And this here, she has level 1 and level 2 in this book here, or you can buy it separately. I thought there was no need to buy it separately, so for my daughter, when she gets of age, we're going to go ahead and use this book here. Great ideas. If you guys can go to other YouTube channels and kind of look at how people do these lessons, it's so interactive. I really, really like it. This curriculum here I purchased as a supplement, just the teacher's edition. I'm trying to sell this or give it away. There's no need for me to use this. I don't think it's necessary, because the first language lessons from a well-trained mind has an awesome curriculum. I was just trying to see, what other providers had, and I kind of liked what I saw online for Christian-like education, but I quickly realized that other curriculum had everything we needed. Now, this is just more of a review, so I just used the teacher's manual for this since I have it for review. We did Language Arts 3, which is 3rd grade last year, and I just used this throughout the 4th grade. But yeah, not necessary. Also, I had this book here for language arts, A Reason for Spelling. I got this book because, again, I just wanted to see what was in it. This is the teacher's guide. So what I basically use this book for, I just use it for additional spelling words, which are all located at either the beginning. So all the spelling words for the prior level C and the current level D are in the book, so I use it for spelling and vocabulary words. And they have great activities in this book, so I use this book for their activities as well. I will not be purchasing another level, because the big book that I showed you earlier has everything I need as far as all these cool ideas and things of that nature. So this is our language arts that we have been using for 3rd grade and 4th grade, and we're going to continue using these for the 5th grade. So for the 5th grade, for writing level A for IEW, we're going to continue with it because that goes through the 5th grade. For language arts, we're going to use level 4, and we're going to use Shirley, the Shirley method. Although it says level 4 here, I think level 4 can be used for grades 2 through 5. So we're going to use this one in the 5th grade as well, and then all the other resources that I just showed you. So stay tuned, and I will do another video for what we're using from 3rd to 5th grade for language arts. And here's something else I forgot to show you. Here are some other supplements that we use for language arts. Let me put it down before I can show you. So these are little books that kind of enhance some of the topics that we're learning, or we have learned. These are really good for 1st grade through the 4th grade. So many of these we're not going to be using as frequently because he's mastered those concepts. Why is this one in here? This is a math one. We're going to use that in the 5th grade. For writing, we're going to use that. Again, all of these are really good from 1st grade all the way through 5th grade. I would use this beyond 5th grade. I would use this beyond 5th grade. And I would use this one beyond 5th grade as well. So those will stay in our little resource bin that we have here. Great resource. And here are some other resources. This is for 5th and 6th, and this is for 3rd and 4th. But again, you can use these from 1st grade, in my opinion, all the way throughout middle school. And then we also have some items that I purchased from Teachers Pay Teachers. These are like entry and exit slips that I do. So in the beginning of our homeschool, before we start, I pull out one of these slips, and he has to answer one of these things, and that's considered an entry slip. And usually I do the same thing, but a math slip when he concludes his day. See, this is the money one, so he would pull one of these out before he exits. So before he leaves for the day, before we end our day, we always end our day with a task card. He pulls it and answers it, and then we go over it the next morning, or the next day. Not next morning, next day. And we do language arts in the morning. I'm sorry, we do language, I keep saying morning and in the day. That is not how we do it. Because since both me and my husband work, we don't do homeschool like the traditional way. So he does a language arts task card in the beginning of homeschool, and he does a math task card before he ends his homeschool day. And then we go over those items at the beginning of the next day that we are homeschooling. So I hope this video was helpful. I hope you learned something or found a new resource that you can hopefully add to your bookshelf and to your homeschool library. And until we meet again in another video, you guys make it a great, great day.